and we get hit. So I'm gonna say LeBron James. And you know what? Let the debate begin. And I don't give a rat's ass that they do. I just telling you who I would like. That's all.
I said that LeBron will. I find him to be the most talented player I've ever seen in NBA history. Got a problem with that statement by me?
Well, you sound like you're threatening me.
No, I'm not threatening you. I'm.
A two-time MVP stunned viewers during a national TV appearance by delivering a calm but devastating critique of LeBron James that no one saw coming. There was no shouting, no clickbait energy, just measured words and hard truths that LeBron's supporters have struggled to counter. What made it even more striking was how quickly sports media seemed to brush it aside, almost pretending the moment never happened. Karl Malone didn't rant or chase attention. He looked straight into the camera and voiced what countless fans have quietly felt for years. His take on LeBron's legacy didn't just land. It lingered, the kind of comment that stays with you long after the interview ends. Suddenly, the once booming GOAT debate felt uncertain and fragile. Since then, LeBron has remained completely silent, offering no response or subtle pushback. Ironically, the interview was meant to be routine back in January 2025, a relaxed conversation filled with nostalgia and light talk about today's game. But everything shifted when the host asked the one question legends can never fully escape. Where does LeBron truly rank all time, and is he really the greatest ever? The atmosphere changed instantly, and unlike the usual safe, predictable answers, what followed caught everyone completely off guard. Most legends usually flip into autopilot when that question comes up, smiling politely and recycling the same safe lines fans have heard forever. His in the conversation or different eras can't be compared. It's not that they lack real opinions, they understand the consequences. Say anything even slightly critical of LeBron, and the online backlash comes fast and relentless, with clips twisted, comments piling up, and angry fans flooding every mention. To avoid that chaos, most former players play it safe and move on. Karl Malone clearly had no interest in doing that. Whether no one warned him or he simply didn't care, the moment the question landed, the energy shifted instantly. There was no hesitation or nervous humor. Karl leaned forward and spoke with calm precision, breaking his case down piece by piece like a prosecutor presenting facts he knew couldn't be ignored. The host's stunned expression said it all. Pure disbelief that someone finally said it out loud on national television. Within minutes, social media erupted, clips spreading everywhere and comment sections on fire. But the real story wasn't the reaction. It was the argument Karl chose to lead with. He went straight to the topic LeBron supporters avoid at all costs: championships. No detours, no padding, just a blunt message. If you're going to claim the title of greatest ever, your resume has to show unquestioned dominance when it matters most. Karl then drilled into the numbers, and they told a story LeBron fans hate confronting. A 4-6 record in the finals doesn't shout greatest ever. It signals greatness, yes, but also missed chances when the stage was biggest. 10 finals appearances are impressive, but Karl forced everyone to sit with the uncomfortable truth. LeBron lost 6 of them. More often than not, when everything was on the line, he didn't finish the job. Then came the comparison that landed even harder. Michael Jordan went to the finals 6 times and walked away with 6 championships and 6 finals MVPs. No debates, no explanations, no moral victories. Champions remember rings, not runner-up banners, and history doesn't reward effort or almost. But Karl didn't stop there. He went straight at the issue that has followed LeBron his entire career: team hopping. From Cleveland to Miami, back to Cleveland, then to Los Angeles, the pattern stayed the same: new city, new stars, new reset. Karl laid it out plainly. LeBron stacked talent wherever he went, yet even with loaded rosters, the results didn't match the GOAT label. Then he flipped the lens to Jordan, who stayed in Chicago, didn't chase rivals for help, and built a dynasty by elevating the players around him. That contrast, Karl made clear, is why the greatest of all time debate isn't nearly as close as some want to believe. Karl didn't stop at championships or roster changes. He pushed deeper into the line that separates being great from being the greatest. He acknowledged LeBron as an all-time talent, but made it clear that the highest standard demands more than skill. It demands loyalty, patience, and the willingness to build through adversity instead of resetting whenever things get uncomfortable. Then he went where numbers can't reach, into clutch instinct. Karl explained that true legends crave the final moment. Michael Jordan wanted the last shot. Kobe Bryant demanded it. Pressure didn't scare them, it fueled them. That led to the uncomfortable question: How often has LeBron passed the ball in those moments, choosing the safe play instead of owning the outcome? Karl said it happens more than fans want to admit, and he pointed to the series that still defines the doubt, the 2011 finals against Dallas. With a loaded Miami roster and everything set up for a coronation, LeBron struggled, especially in fourth quarters when superstars are expected to take over. He deferred, hesitated, and faded while Dallas seized control and closed the series in 6 games. Karl didn't soften the conclusion. Coming up short when the lights are brightest, he said, isn't the mark of the greatest. It's the opposite of what true greatness looks like when everything is on the line.
Yeah. Who would you rather have as a teammate? Jordan or LeBron?
Oh, do you have a man crush on Michael Jordan today? What's the deal here? I don't know.
Karl made it clear that no stat sheet can erase that series and no highlight reel can rewrite those fourth quarters, because some moments are stamped permanently into basketball history. What made his words echo even louder was what followed: total silence. LeBron James, one of the most online superstars the sport has ever seen, suddenly said nothing. No tweets, no subtle messages, no media cleanup, no familiar voices rushing in to shift the narrative. The quiet felt less like confidence and more like containment, as if the hope was that ignoring it would make it disappear. But basketball fans don't forget, and the internet never lets moments like this fade. As the silence dragged on, the questions only grew louder. Did Karl strike a nerve that couldn't be brushed away? Since then, other former players have started circling the conversation, carefully choosing their words. But the message is still there: likes on posts questioning the GOAT debate, vague comments about championship DNA, and subtle nods to what real winners do under pressure. No names are mentioned, yet everyone knows who they mean. That quiet alignment may be the loudest response of all. Karl ended up giving voice to what many have thought for years, while still acknowledging the truth. LeBron James is undeniably an incredible player. 2 decades of elite production, the all-time scoring record, defensive versatility, and a rare basketball IQ all deserve respect. Karl made sure that point was never twisted. Even as the larger debate grew impossible to ignore, this is where Karl drew a firm line. Being great and being the greatest have never meant the same thing. The GOAT debate isn't about piling up stats over 20 years or collecting regular season awards. It's about championships, finals performances, and owning the moment when pressure is at its highest. By that standard, Karl argued LeBron's resume has too many fractures to sit at the very top, with more finals losses than wins, a long-running need for stacked rosters, and the 2011 collapse that still defines the discussion. These aren't small details, they are legacy moments. Karl's perspective carried weight because he understood failure himself. Despite historic production and accolades, he never called himself the greatest because he knew winning when it matters is the real separator. That honesty led him back to the same name the debate always circles: Michael Jordan. 6 finals, 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs, all with one franchise and no shortcuts. Karl wasn't attacking LeBron. He was pointing to the standard. Top 5 all time? Absolutely. Top 3? Fair debate. But the GOAT title, Karl reminded everyone, stops being close once you face the details head-on. In saying that out loud, he didn't just share an opinion. He cracked open a conversation many legends have avoided for years, stripping away media filters and polite answers, and forcing the basketball world to judge the facts for itself. If you've made it this far, you already understand what this channel stands for: real basketball talk without sugarcoating or safe opinions. We're not here to protect feelings. We're here to break the game down honestly, even when it makes people uncomfortable. If this is the kind of content you respect, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Drop a like if Karl made points that made you think, and if you still believe LeBron is the GOAT, jump into the comments and explain why. This debate is too important, too real, and too rooted in basketball history to be ignored or brushed aside.